in LA this week.
LAX is expecting a record 21.5 million passengers this busy summer travel season. I'm Anita Bennett at the airport. Now I have some tips on how you can beat the crowds and the congestion just ahead.
Practice makes perfect. Urban search and rescue teams from LA, Orange, and Sacramento counties teaming up for emergency drills in this Hollywood movie set. And with some of the latest firefighting equipment. What's this? I'm Gil Reyes. I'll tell you what it is next.
I'm Anna Marcos, enjoying the city's newly renovated Rancho Park golf course driving range. More on that coming up.
Hello and welcome to LA This Week. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ellen Chang. It's hard to believe that summer is just around the corner. That means travel plans are being made and our airways, highways, and roadways will be packed with planes, trains, and automobiles. Anita Bennett reports from LAX.
The cars, crowds, and congestion outside Los Angeles International Airport mean one thing. The busy summer travel season is shifting into high gear.
I'm very excited. Don't mind about the crowds, but probably get there a little bit earlier just so we don't have to wait too long so we can get inside.
And that's a good thing because she'll have lots of company. At a news conference outside the LAX cell phone waiting lot at the corner of 96th Street and Vicksburg, officials announced they're expecting a record number of passengers between the Memorial Day weekend and Labor Day.
This summer alone, we'll have about 21.5 million passengers that will come through LAX.
And in this age of heightened security, passengers can expect to see a large police presence.
We'll have high visibility and uniform patrol. We'll have motors, bicycles, canines, and other measures to ensure the best we can the safety of the traveling public.
And with all those people, airport officials are advising everyone to plan ahead so you can beat the crowds and congestion. Here's some tips. Arrive at least 2 hours early for domestic flights and 3 hours early if you're traveling abroad. To avoid those long lines at the ticket counter, check in through your airline's website. Take public transportation to get to the airport and avoid the hassle of driving. And if you're picking someone up, use a cell phone waiting lot so you won't have to circle around and around the central terminal area. For information on airport construction or road closures, check the new website, laxishappening.com, or the airport's social media accounts.
We actually have a really great Twitter following, a really good Facebook following, but we're also on Google+, Instagram, Pinterest.
And with all those tools, hopefully your travels will take off without a hitch. At LAX, I'm Anita Bennett for LA This Week.
LAX officials say their forecast of 21.5 million summer travelers is the largest since the September 11th attacks in 2001. And before we've even entered summer, the scorching Southland heat has already brought several fire emergencies to our region. California's elite first responders continue to train for fires, earthquakes, and other disasters. Gil Reyes reports from a practice scenario.
A rescue effort straight from a Hollywood disaster film. Crews rush to find victims after a commercial jetliner crashes in a residential neighborhood. But don't worry, it's just a drill. And a first specifically for Los Angeles City firefighters at Universal Studios.
LA City fire crews say this marks the first time Universal Studios has opened up its facility specifically for departmental training. And what a training site they chose, the actual War of the Worlds set, complete with a 747 plane, destroyed of course, and a prop to help simulate an emergency situation.
It's all part of urban search and rescue drills taking part throughout the state over 2 days. The drills issued by the governor's office and the Federal Emergency Management Agency, or FEMA. Here in Southern California, crews from LA, Orange, and Sacramento counties are teaming up.
Whether it's an earthquake, whether it's a fire, whether it's a terrorist incident, whether it's a weather event, we need to be ready for that moment when our people are going to depend on us.
At another training site in Sherman Oaks, crews test a new firefighting tool called a multi-rotor copter. It's a military-style drone the size of a child's toy. LA City firefighters are now considering using it when manned aircraft are too dangerous to deploy.
There might be hazardous materials, there might be the roads that just don't allow us to get there, overhead wires, active shooter.
The multi-rotor copter can shoot photos and video from up to 400 feet away and transmit images back to ground crews in real time. In case an earthquake topples a freeway, crews test out their Pomeroy drills, which can penetrate concrete. And with the help of cameras and canine units, can help crews find victims stuck in the rubble. Part of a multi-agency effort to ensure a speedy, coordinated response when disaster strikes. In Sherman Oaks, Gil Reyes for LA This Week.
You can do your part to prepare for disasters by putting together an emergency preparedness kit. For details on this and other life-saving tips, go to readyla.org. LA City Council members have unanimously signed off on a package of revisions to Mayor Eric Garcetti's 2014-2015 budget proposal. The council's $8.1 billion budget bridges the projected shortfall of $242 million in the upcoming year with the help of taxes, savings on employee pensions and benefits, surplus funds, and the city's reserves.
The office of Councilmember Paul Krikorian, who serves as the Budget and Finance Chair, released this infographic to help residents better understand this upcoming year's city budget. The city's counting on $5.1 billion in revenue, with the largest percentage, 32%, from property taxes, followed by 16% from licenses, permits, fees, and fines. The budget will cover 2,400 miles of street repairs, as well as 350,000 potholes to be filled. And public safety remains the number one issue, as council appropriates money to help coordinate the city's emergency dispatch systems, to purchase fire safety equipment, to keep 11 ambulances on the streets, and to hire 200 new firefighters, as well as maintain police hiring levels.
And in This Week in Tweets, Councilmember Paul Krikorian shared this photo taken in council chambers on the day council approved the 2014-2015 budget proposal. All 15 council members are seen standing behind Chief Legislative Analyst Jerry Miller, whose office is critical in aiding the council during the budget process. Krikorian writes, the City Council approved the $8.1 billion LA budget. It's responsible, adds services, and preserves critical programs. Krikorian even retweeted a congrats from Council President Herb Wesson, who wrote great budget work to Krikorian and other members of the Budget and Finance Committee. The positive mood seems to come from the fact that compared with years past, the council members came to consensus relatively quickly and amicably during this year's budget process. Retail giant Forever 21 is making its mark on the environment by going solar. Company officials recently made the announcement at their headquarters in Lincoln Heights. Yana Kay reports.
Forever 21 has proven to be a game changer in the fashion industry, and now the retailer is looking to do the same for the environment. The company announced during a press conference that it's going solar by installing solar panels on 15 acres of roof space at its headquarters in Lincoln Heights.
It is truly rewarding to give back to the city of Los Angeles and the environment while striving to double the size of Forever 21 worldwide and also adding over 20,000 additional jobs in the next 3 years.
Forever 21 CEO Don Chang said the company is in a unique position to accelerate the adoption of clean energy in Los Angeles. Mayor Eric Garcetti applauded the move, saying it will help LA lead by example.
We are setting the pace. We are designing the designs that move the world forward.
The solar panels will help keep the warehouse cool by reflecting heat and reducing the temperature inside the warehouse. Officials say the system will be the largest single rooftop solar power system in Los Angeles. The solar panels makes Forever 21 the latest business to participate in the Department of Water and Power's Clean Energy Incentive Program. I'm Yana Kay for LA This Week.
The solar panel installation is expected to be completed this summer. Well, the city has been celebrating Asian American heritage during the month of May, and for his part, the LA City Attorney took the opportunity to highlight the legal contributions of Asian Americans. Rasha Goel has more.
It was a rare opportunity, a chance to hear trailblazer California Chief Justice Tani Cantil Sakaue speak openly about her experiences. Sworn into office on January 3, 2011, Cantil Sakaue is the first Asian Filipino American and only the second woman to serve as the state's Chief Justice.
And so you graduated from law school, and then you did something that most people here don't know you did. You became a blackjack dealer.
I don't know if anyone remembers their first year in law school. It was hard to get a paying job, and so I went to Harrah's and dealt 21 for the summer.
At this special event presented by LA City Attorney Mike Feuer and the Asian Pacific City Attorneys Association, Kantio Sakauye, the 28th Chief Justice of California, spoke candidly and humorously about her experiences. Attendees also had the opportunity to ask the Chief Justice questions.
I wanted to hear your thoughts on the current controversy surrounding affirmative action, both as a person from such a diverse background and as Chief Justice.
I see both sides, and I also think that in terms of what we do for the judiciary, that's the kind of decision that's best left to the legislature because they have the forum to actually hold the hearings and take the testimony.
Los Angeles Deputy City Attorney Kenneth Fong was also recognized at the event as the Asian Pacific American City Attorney of the Year.
Ken, you are a model for what it means to be a genuine team member in an office where we value collaboration exceptionally highly.
Sometimes we feel like cogs in a wheel, but I think if we step back and we look at what we're a small part of, I think we can feel really proud of ourselves.
And it is a moment to feel proud, not only for their accomplishments, but for the examples they are setting for future generations. I'm Rasha Goel for LA This Week.
And judging from Gil's report, as long as you've got passion, you can achieve great things. And at City Hall, a new program is offering free courses for those passionate about city government. Anna Marcos tells us all about Civic University.
You're seeing the ABCs of city government on warp speed. The city's long-running City Government 101, a course which teaches residents about local government, has evolved into this two-day classroom pilot project called Civic University, a team effort by the mayor's office and Cal State LA to make residents more civic savvy.
If that was college, this is kind of like grad school. This is the extended course that will go deep into how people can get involved, serving on commissions, getting involved with their neighborhood councils, changing laws.
All the political scientists like myself know that basically the more knowledge people have about the system, the more likely they are to participate. And this is a city that's had low voter participation, but even those who vote often don't know how the government works.
The course is divided in two parts. The first covers the basic workings of government. Citizens come up with an issue they want to change in their community. The next class covers how to bring about that change.
We ended up settling on communities that don't have libraries, and many of those are lower income.
The proliferation of medical marijuana clinics and the need to regulate that, and in East Hollywood, for example, we have over 50 in a 3 square mile area, which is insane.
Something nice for the community, because not only would it bring business, but it would bring jobs.
Organizers aim to spread the word about Civic University, and eventually they will offer a certificate course in local government at Cal State LA, because they believe that citizens with a little knowledge and participation can change not only laws, but their entire communities. I'm Anna Marcos for LA This Week.
For more information on Civic University, you can call the mayor's office at City Hall or the Pat Brown Institute at Cal State LA. It's been a couple of years since a familiar Hollywood building was officially registered as a National Historic Monument. Now those who made it possible are getting some much-deserved recognition. Siobhan Burton reports.
You've likely seen or heard of this school before. It's the alma mater of several celebrities, including Carol Burnett, Judy Garland, and John Ritter. But Hollywood High School is actually a star in its own right, having made it onto the National Register of Historic Places.
1, 2, 3. All right.
While the school has been on the National Register since 2012, bronze plaques are just now being unveiled to thank those whose hard work helped place the school on the coveted list.
Hollywood High makes me proud a lot more than I make Hollywood High proud, I promise you.
Los Angeles Unified School District Board Vice President Steve Zimmer, himself an alumni, was among those whose efforts were recognized. Council members Mitch O'Farrell and Tom LaBonge say Hollywood High School is among the city's many landmarks.
For me, Hollywood High was this mythical place, and I think Hollywood and Hollywood High School is mythical for people the world over.
Congratulations on this recognition.
And Christy, there's nothing like our high schools. There's nothing like Hollywood High. Hail, hail! Hollywood High!
From Hollywood, I'm Siobhan Burton for LA This Week.
It's a one-of-a-kind art show tucked in an out-of-the-way corner of downtown LA. We're talking about the Brewery Artwalk, which takes art to a new level. Anna Marcos shows us why.
The largest art colony in the country is throwing its doors open to the public. Twice a year, the 800 artists who live at the brewery give Angelenos an up-close look at their art. The artists tell us why there's no show like the Brewery Artwalk anywhere.
There's not a lot of commercial going on here. You're not going to see all of the restaurants and everybody else kind of turning it more into a street fair. This is strictly about art. When you go door to door and you walk inside someone's home and you see the work that they do day and night, what they're sacrificing for, what they're, it's really inspiring.
Visitors get treated to a wide range of artwork, from paintings to sculpture to performance art. Artist Kevin Raleigh tells us how he got started as a mixed media photo artist.
So I took a little black and white photo, covered it in oil paint, took some tissue paper and rubbed it off, and that was the first what I call oil graphs, this hybrid between photography and oil paint.
From the laid-back atmosphere to the old commercial warehouses turned artist studios, everywhere you look, art trumps commercialism here. But if you want to buy a piece of artwork, that's all right too. I'm Anna Marcos for LA This Week.
For more information, visit breweryartwalk.com. One of LA's most recognizable streets, Sunset Boulevard, is showing its age, but as Tara Gibson reports, improvements are finally being made to help the iconic street preserve its star power, and it's starting first in Echo Park.
Thank you for coming to the first of many exciting streetscape improvements, not only in the 13th District, but all along this stretch of Sunset Boulevard, along the historic Route 66.
The Sunset Boulevard Streetscape Improvement Project will focus on beautifying the city by fixing broken sidewalks, replanting new trees, installing new benches, distributing new solar-operated trash receptacles, and repainting crosswalks.
It's every one of our responsibility who has a civic leader to make sure that we work hard, first and foremost, to make sure that our communities are safe. Not only that they're safe, but that there are places that make us proud.
Congressman Xavier Becerra says the taxes Angelenos have been paying for the Sunset Boulevard Streetscape project since 2009 are finally giving back to the community.
That is government in action, and that is government working for the people.
Kelly Erickson, an Echo Park resident, says the cracked sidewalks have been a big issue in the community, and she's hopeful the Streetscape project will make the necessary improvements.
We're really excited. Looking forward to safer and cleaner streets in Echo Park.
I'm Tara Gibson, reporting for LA This Week.
The Streetscape project will stretch 1.4 miles down Sunset Boulevard between Everett Street and Rosemont Avenue. And the sidewalks surrounding Echo Park Lake also get a complete makeover. You can weigh in on LAPD Chief Charlie Beck's application for a second term as head of the police department, and almost 1,000 students sing together in a choir. These stories and more in CityBeat.
Los Angeles Police Chief Charlie Beck has submitted his application to the Board of Police Commissioners for a second term as police chief. The commission will be holding 2 community meetings to receive public input on the chief's application. The first meeting will be held on June 11th from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Westchester Rec Center at 7000 West Manchester Avenue. The second meeting will take place on July 8th with the time and location to be announced. Emails are also welcomed at reappointment@lapd.lacity.org. The commission has until August 19th to vote on the chief's application. The Los Angeles Department of Recreation and Parks just broke ground on a $1.5 million sidewalk improvement project along Echo Park Avenue. The concrete sidewalks surrounding the entire outer perimeter of Echo Park Lake will be replaced, creating easier access as outlined in the Americans with Disabilities Act. Councilman Mitch O'Farrell says the project will create a safe passageway for visitors and improve access at one of the most popular city parks. Residents in Porter Ranch have yet another reason to get fit, a free outdoor gym for all ages. City leaders held a ribbon cutting for the Holleigh Bernson Memorial Park Outdoor Fitness Zone, which includes a rowing machine, push-up station, leg press, elliptical machine, and chest press.
We have definitely enjoyed this park for jogging and running and picnicking, and now this is absolutely wonderful that we have a place to exercise and stay even more fit.
The fitness area is part of the Department of Recreation and Parks' effort to install fitness zones for park users throughout the city. And the Walt Disney Concert Hall recently hosted the 25th Annual High School Choir Festival. The festival is one of the largest high school choir festivals in the nation, showcasing the vocal talents of 900 students from 28 Southland high schools and a massive chorus conducted by Los Angeles Master Chorale music director Grant Gershon.
These are all schools from the LA area that have strong, vibrant music programs, and that is, of course, for the teachers, a huge challenge. And so the point of this festival is to shine a bright light on these incredible programs that are happening and to feature them here at Disney Hall.
Students from LA's Venice High School and the Ramon Cortines High School for the Arts were among those participating.
As we've regularly reported, the city is committed to opening 50 new parks, and recently community members gathered to accept a large check towards a park in Chinatown. Siobhan Burton has the story.
Los Angeles County Supervisor Gloria Molina was in Chinatown to present Councilman Gil Cedillo with a $950,000 check towards developing a new park in the area. It's all part of the Department of Recreation and Parks 50 Parks Initiative.
Recreation and Parks will be the operator of the park. We'll be working with the Bureau of Engineering on the design, and we'll do the operations and maintenance, and it'll be a park in perpetuity.
The new park will take this uneven slope of unused land at the corner of Ord and Yale and turn it into a park with landscaping, irrigation, stairs, walkways, and fitness equipment. It will also provide a passageway from the outer edge of Chinatown into the heart of the community, adding a safety benefit for all residents, especially children.
We had a bunch of great kids, and we're really excited. I think they're very excited. They're going to, this is going to augment the areas for them to play, to come and, see the community. Particularly very excited how this interfaces with our city library and then with our schools.
And what do kids think about the new park in the neighborhood?
You guys all happy about this park?
Yes! The children were mostly excited that the park would bring a new element of fun to the community. I'm Siobhan Burton for LA This Week.
In this week's list of things to do, a Grunion Run, an LAPD car show, and the LA Wine Fest. On Friday, May 30th, celebrate Southern California's very own Grunion fish by attending the Grunion Fishtival from 7 p.m. to midnight. See the fish that come out of the sea at the Cabrillo Marine Aquarium at 3720 Stephen M. White Drive in San Pedro. In honor of the silver Grunions, wear an aluminum hat and you'll get in for free. Otherwise, admission is $5 for adults and $1 for seniors, students, and children. For details, go to cabrillo-marineaquarium.org. On Saturday, May 31st, from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., head over to the Warner Center Park at 5800 Topanga Canyon Boulevard in Woodland Hills for LAPD's 11th annual Still Saving Lives car show and safety fair. You'll get to see an LAPD helicopter, the LAPD motorcycle drill team, as well as the SWAT, K-9, and bomb squad units. Admission is free. The event is being presented by the LAPD Valley Traffic Division and the Valley Traffic Advisory Council. Go to vtac-vtd.org. And the 9th annual LA Wine Fest is happening Saturday, May 31st and Sunday, June 1st at Hollywood's Raleigh Studios. With hundreds of wines, craft brews, and spirits on offer, the weekend-long festival is a relaxed, welcoming setting for people to explore the world of wine and more, alongside LA food trucks, live bands, and handcrafted goods. Raleigh Studios is located at 5300 Melrose Avenue. For times and ticket information, go to lawinefest.com. And that's a look at some upcoming things to do. Phase 1 of a massive golf course rehab is now complete. The city's own Rancho Park golf course driving range has gone from dirt to green turf. Anna Marcos takes us there.
The turf is now a rich emerald green. The fencing is state-of-the-art, as are the dividers and other golf amenities. But not long ago, this driving range, owned by the city's Department of Recreation and Parks, was little better than a big dirt field.
The fencing had been kind of a jungle gym of fencing.
It had just a little bit of grass, but the rest of that was clay out there. Nothing but clay, dirt. If the wind came up, the dirt was flying in everybody's faces.
Welcome to the newly renovated Rancho Park Golf Course driving range, a $1.2 million project paid for entirely with golfer fees.
We understand that it's actually already bringing in more revenue, and the fact that the city is running our own golf facilities instead of contracting out facilities like this. We're actually bringing in more revenue. We're getting more participation. Councilmember Paul Koretz helped mark the official grand opening of the new driving range, which has been open for a while now. Koretz even tried his hand at the tee line. Well, I'm not much of a golfer, but hey, I got lucky and got off a good drive. Everyone, it seems, has fallen in love with the new driving range, whether they carry teddy bears on their golf clubs or they tee off like old pros, or are trying it for the first time.
Golf is a royal sport to me, and I want to learn it.
The adjoining Rancho Park Golf Course has hosted many Los Angeles Opens and PGA tournaments. Now the driving range has also stepped up its game. I'm Anna Marcos for LA This Week.
Phase 2 of the Rancho Park Golf Course renovation will include improving the restrooms and other nearby buildings. Thousands of students learned a valuable lesson about the impact trash can have on our environment as they hit the sand for a major cleanup. Yana Kay explains.
We found a plastic bag, we found wood, we found bottle caps, plastic tin foil.
Others even found batteries. And that's only a small sample of what these fourth graders picked up on the beach during the 21st annual Kids Ocean Day cleanup at Dockweiler State Beach in Playa del Rey.
If we didn't pick up trash today, all this will get washed to the water and it will just choke other animals and kill them. That's right.
Nearly 4,000 students, teachers, and volunteers scoured the sand looking for trash that may be harmful to the environment and to sea animals.
I found this plate that is like a plastic plate, and I thought that it might scratch them, so that's why I picked it up.
The message of this Ocean Day event is Clean Me Up, and the goal is to show kids the damage littering can cause on our environment and oceans, and the kids seem to be hearing it loud and clear.
There is more awareness of the effects of trash on the street. They're getting that the trash goes down to the ocean. More and more I'm seeing that, yes.
Now most of these kids are using this cut-out 1-gallon milk bottle. It makes it much easier for them to clean up the trash off the beach.
We believe very strongly that by working together through zero waste, through recycling and reusing, that we can make a better Los Angeles and a cleaner Los Angeles.
Officials hope the kids' strong connection to the ocean will benefit our overall environment. I'm Yana Kay for LA This Week.
More than 8,500 kids participated in Kids Ocean Day across the country. And that's going to do it for this edition. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ellen Chang. A reminder that you could catch us online at LACityBeat.org. You can also follow and like us on Facebook. We'll see you back here next week for more of LA This Week.